Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to hop right into it. Obviously, you guys know by the title, I'm using all drugstore products. So for primer, I'm going to be using this NYX Honey kind of Do Me Up primer. It says it's a primer, however, I have even been using it like on my skin just as a very like nice glow and dewy look even when I don't wear makeup. For foundation, today I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 228, and then I'm going to be mixing in this NYX illuminating kind of just like highlight, I guess. I heard you're supposed to mix it in with your foundation. I've been actually using it before I apply my foundation, like I apply it strictly to my face and then apply my foundation. I think that's how I like it to work better. But obviously you guys can see that the foundation is a little bit darker than my skin tone, which I actually personally like because I end up using lighter concealer, so it just kind of evens out my skin tone. So I just buffed it in all over my face and then went over it with the damp beauty blender. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Master Conceal. This is the concealer that I use for my brows, so I like carve out my brows and stuff with this concealer, so I figured I'd like it under my eyes, but I actually did not. I think I'm just going to stick to using this for my eyebrows only. I think I'm just so used to fuller coverage under eye concealer that this just didn't do the trick for me, so I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light Concealer, and this was just perfect. I always love this concealer. It's literally an exact dupe for the NARS Creamy Concealer, so just went in with that in all of the areas that I wanted to highlight. I also went in to highlight my forehead and the bridge of my nose, and then blended it out again with my damp beauty blender. So to set my under eyes and the rest of my face, I'm going in with this Rimmel London Stay Matte powder, and it's in the shade Translucent. So now going into the eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer on my eyes. I have used this for my eyes before and it does work well enough. So I'm just going to blend it out with a beauty blender and then set it with the same translucent powder by Rimmel. And then I'm going to be taking two palettes that I haven't really reached for lately. This NYX one I just got in my Ipsy Glam bag, so I decided to use it. The pigmentation is amazing, so I'm taking that shade that I pointed to highlight my brow bone. And then I'm going into this L'Oreal Nude palette. This is like the pinky mauve nudes. So I'm going to be taking that light pink shade that I pointed to and adding this in my crease, or slightly above my crease actually, to act as a transition shade and make blending a whole lot easier. Then going back into the NYX palette, I'm going to be taking this shade. This is a matte shade. I'm just going to be adding it in the same place to just kind of deepen up the first color. Now taking this peachy shade from the same NYX palette, this is more of a shimmery satin shade, and I'm just going to put this directly into my crease and really just build up the pigmentation of this color. I really wanted like the peachiness just to really stand out inside my crease, and it'll make the next shade that we're going to use stand out a lot more as well. So now I'm going to be grabbing this shade, and this shade is going to be going all over the lid, so I'm just going to pack it onto the lid, and then I'm going to blend it out with that peachy shade again, and then I'm just going to do the same steps over again. I'm going to pack it on and then blend it out, pack it on, and blend it out until I get basically the desired depth that I want it to be in pigmentation. It's all up to you guys, but I really like the way it looked. The peachiness with the darker kind of burgundy shade, it looked like super pretty, guys. So now for bronzer, I'm going to be taking this NYX Sun and Bronze bronzer in the shade Fire Island Tan. This is actually one of my favorite bronzers from the drugstore. I use this all the time. And I'm just going to be bronzing up my face as usual. So for highlight, guys, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Illuminating Quad. I'm going to be taking these 2 shades from it. And these like highlighters are really great, don't get me wrong, but they're not that like super out there, like I guess highlight you can say. So I kind of like the way it just gives me a subtle highlight. It's like an inner glow kind of thing, so I put it like basically all over my face just to give me an luminous feel. And then I'm going to go into this e.l.f. Duo, the bronzer and blush in St. Lucia, and use the bronzer to just hollow out my cheekbones a bit more. Then for blush, I'm taking Essence in the shade Babydoll blush. This is my favorite blush, as most of you guys know. So I'm just using this, and then I'm also just going to blend it back to blend the bronzer and highlighter and the blush all in one. And then I go back in with the highlighter and highlight the tip of my nose. For my waterline, I went in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. And even though I didn't do anything to my lower lash line, I really just wanted something in my waterline to kind of just make my eyes a little bigger. Then for mascara, I used the Essence Princess Mascara. And then I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. These are like everyone's favorites. And then for liner, for lip liner, I'm going to be using the NYX liner in Mauve. As you can see, it's my favorite because it's like a little nub now. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be using NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Canes. You could totally leave it as this matte lip, but I was super extra this day and decided to add a Buttergloss. So I used the NYX Intense Buttergloss in the shade Toasted Marshmallow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I am going to be doing another Valentine's Day look, but with high-end products. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Mwah.